Hi, my name is Hakeem Peoples, and I am in Dr. Strange Idiom 510 class. This is my interview with a Mobile County school teacher talking about project-based learning. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Jeanell Calhoun from Viper High School. I teach science.
How long you been teaching?
I've been teaching for almost 3 years.
Okay. My question is, Jeanell, as a science teacher, what technologies are you using in the classroom?
I use the smartboard, and the students are allowed to bring their own device in class. They're allowed to bring laptops, cell phones, and iPads or tablets in the classroom.
Are all your students are they bringing in laptops or are they bringing in just tablets? Like what they bring in the most?
Mostly they're using their smartphones. Not too many students bring in laptops, and most of the students bring their tablets. I'm sorry, a few students bring their tablets. That's if they have the ability to the capability of purchasing a smartphone, a tablet, or a laptop. Um, with my instruction, I have it so that you know um, my assignments are technology based, but they can also use literature and text that we have in the classroom.
Okay, so you incorporating pretty much sort of everything in the classroom, basically.
Yes.
Okay. What do you find challenging as a science teacher with the technology?
The only thing that I find challenging with the technology is getting the students to use technology as a research um, tool as opposed to using it as their answer. Instead of taking what they find and kind of incorporating it into their own words and their own perspective, they take it for, they just kind of use the answer and plug that in as their answer. Um, so we have to kind of teach them how to use the technology and how to use it for a research tool and not for their method of uh, getting
The
answers.
answers, yeah. I totally understand that. Um, do you think that every science subject is able to be used as part as a project based learning experience?
Oh yes, it can be used in any science subject. It can actually be used in um, any subject outside of science. So project-based learning is pretty neat. I like it, and I definitely would hope to use it more in my classroom. It gives students a way to use their prior knowledge and kind of incorporate that into what they're learning in class.
Um, being being a part of Mobile County school system, do you think is really a challenge for them to try to move towards project based learning because they are bigger in comparison to like Baldwin County or Saraland?
It was a much bigger county. The only setback I could see is just a time constraint. I'm not sure how Baldwin County's semester and their quarters are set up, but I know in Mobile County, especially at the high school level, we only have our classes are 2 quarters long, and so it doesn't. There's not much time to actually implement project-based assignments with every objective that we have to cover in the curriculum. But I could definitely see it being implemented in a few objectives. Yes.
Okay. Do you think that Mobile County will eventually get project-based learning as the main teaching mechanism in the next like 3 to 5 years?
I'm not sure, but I would sure hope that they would consider it and consider, you know, consider the learning process and how students learn and how people learn in general. Um, you learn by doing. You actually learn by hands-on training. Um, so if they want to incorporate more rigor within the curriculum, they should definitely consider implementing more project-based learning within the county. Yes.
Okay. Um, How are the students responding to using the smart board and bringing in their tablets or laptops that they have in the classroom?
They like it because I think to them, having a cell phone has been so taboo for the past however many years,
Mhm.
and it's just something that they had to hide and they couldn't have out, and it was just something, if you had it out, you're being quote unquote disobedient or
Yeah.
bad, and so now that we're saying, okay, you can have the cell phones out, you can use them, you can bring your tablet, your cool tablet from home. It's like a relief to them. They can actually use the things that they really enjoy, but implement that within their education.
Like, what's your biggest challenge, I guess, as a teacher when it comes to that time?
When it comes to time constraint,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Because I know you probably have to rush along some subjects that you wish you could have took more time on than
yes,
others.
yes. I wish I could kind of elaborate, and I would like to do more hands-on. I'd like to take them on more trips so they can see um, a lot. And I said there wasn't much difference between teaching from an urban school as opposed to a non-urban school. But there's a lot of kids out here that don't experience. They don't have the opportunity to experience other things outside of their neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
outside of their school, outside of their community. And so it would be really nice to have that time to actually take them to Huntsville so they can see the Space Center, or take them to Ocean Springs so that they can see NOAA. Just different places where they can see, okay, this actually happens for real, and I've actually been there and I saw it, and so that's the fun part of learning that I wish I had time to do, and unfortunately it's just there's just not the time is not um, available.
Yeah. Do you have like any last thoughts or anything about technology and in the classroom and how it really is with Mobile County?
I think that Mobile County has really they're really trying to change, um, or really trying to flourish with the technology, and I appreciate that. They have some great people working at their in their IT department that are really trying to implement some excellent things for technology for our students and in their learning and their education, and I think it'll be very helpful.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Calhoun. Thank you so much for participating in my interview, and I hope to talk to you some more about project-based learning.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you.